seems like Ryan versus Conor. That's what it seems like. How do you think that fight goes?
I think that's a good fight. I think, of course, Ryan got the experience, but I think Conor got the size and the power, and I think that it's going to be an interesting fight moving forward.
Okay. Do you have a pick?
I'm going to go with Conor.
Really?
I'm going to go with Conor.
For real?
I think you're going to upset him.
Wow. Yeah. Not a lot of people picking Conor.
I'm going to pick him just because.
Just
I'm going to go out there.
All right.
And pick him.
We had Terence Crawford on a couple of weeks ago.
Terence Crawford is a hater, bro. At the end of the day, I don't know why he's hating on me, bro. And
he picked Conor Benn.
I know he's biased. Obviously, he's biased because he don't like me.
Why?
He's strong in this and that. I don't know why he don't like me because I talk my shit. But like, bro, I have an opinion too. I don't think that he really fought nobody that was really young and talented and hungry.
Ryan Garcia has fired back after Terence Crawford backed Conor Benn to beat him, rejecting the prediction and making it clear he believes Crawford has underestimated what he'll bring to the fight. Garcia brushed aside Crawford's prediction, insisting it has no bearing on his confidence. He also reiterated his desire to face Crawford one day, claiming he's convinced he has what it takes to beat him.
So do you think when he's saying Conor is going to win the fight, it's more because he's upset about things you said about him?
And I don't really care what he says. He's not the one that can decide. I am the one who decides. Like, dude, I've always wanted to fight him. I still want to fight him. I want to get him out of retirement and beat him. I don't think I don't see anything that I can't beat him. Like, people want to hype it up, but I don't see anything that I'll have a problem with. It'll be a good fight, but I know I'll beat him.
Terence Crawford's longtime friend and training partner, Shakur Stevenson, takes the opposite view. While Crawford backs Conor Benn, Stevenson believes Ryan Garcia has the upper hand, provided he performs to his full potential.
Who do you think wins that fight?
Ryan Garcia.
Do you think it's a close fight? Do you think it's a dominant win for him? How do you see it playing out?
Nah, I think Ryan should win that pretty easy. I don't think this should be a hard fight for Ryan. But, you know, you never know who shows up with Ryan. Like, the guy that fought against Rolly, Conor Benn might get in there and scare him and put him in his place. So we'll see.
Backing up Stevenson's view, Timothy Bradley believes Benn's forward pressure could play directly into Garcia's strengths, giving him opportunities to land fight-changing shots. Although both men have been tested before, Bradley feels Garcia is more likely to take advantage when those moments arise.
What I did like about Ryan's performance was he did go to the body as well. He went to the body with right hands to the body as well. And he used his feet and he moved laterally. And he was setting nice little lateral traps, walking Barrios into shots. And that's what he's probably gonna do against Conor Benn. That's probably what he's gonna be looking to do. Use his aggression against him. And he gonna catch him coming in, double impact, and it can be all she wrote. Both guys have been down before. I've seen Garcia down, he gets up, right? He gets up. And I've seen Conor Benn go down too. I seen him go down against a guy that don't really punch that hard too. Not a real big puncher. Early in his career, you know, he learned it on the job.
Furthermore, Bradley expects the contest to be fought at a relentless pace, convinced neither man is built to approach an opportunity of this magnitude cautiously. Even so, he still leans slightly toward Garcia.
All the sacrifice that I've been through, all the training I've been through, somebody's gonna pay for that. I don't see this fight going the distance. I don't see this fight going the distance. Somebody's getting knocked out, period. Somebody is about to get knocked out. You know, and I believe that the favorite should be the favorite. And that's Ryan Garcia.
Not everyone agrees with that assessment, however. Shady McCoy leans toward Benn because of the relentless pressure he expects him to apply. He believes Benn presents a far more complete challenge than some of Garcia's recent opponents and warns against placing too much weight on Garcia's latest performance. In his view, the stylistic battle could prove much closer than many anticipate.
I'm gonna go with Benn. I think the aggressive, and he's gonna have that approach, and he's gonna be real aggressive on him, put pressure on Ryan.
Okay.
You know, and I just keep going back to when I watched the Rolly fight. Like, he took their left hook away, and I didn't think Rolly can do that, right? And then I think Benn is a lot better than Rolly. Benn ain't gonna just sit there and just let you punch on him and not punch back, right? So I think sometimes in boxing, I've been the more I'm into it, I'm seeing it. Sometimes we are prisoners of the moment. The guy's a great performance, and we just jump on it. instead of really dissecting, saying, who did you really beat? What did he really do? This fight is gonna be closer than what people think.
I think Shady really draws on a good point here, which is
thank you, Mike. You're welcome, Shady. You started to say that a lot too.
Because look, in boxing, you're fighting once, maybe twice a year.
Sean Haney, meanwhile, isn't convinced Ben has shown enough to earn his backing. While admitting he hasn't seen Ben extensively, what he has watched leaves him favoring Garcia. Haney believes Garcia's recent form and overall ability give him the edge heading into the fight.
You know, two tough opponents, you know. Not really hip on Conor Benn like that. You know, I seen his last fight against Regis Prograis where, you know, he really went life or death with Regis Prograis, and, you know, my brother 12-0'd him. So, you know, if I had, like I said, if I had to put money on somebody, you know, I'd have to go with Ryan. And I think Ryan can end up stopping him.
Offering a contrasting view, Tony Sims believes Ben's physical strength could become the defining factor in the matchup. He argues Ben will enter this fight in far better condition than his previous outing, making him a much more dangerous opponent. In Sims' view, that preparation could significantly change how the contest unfolds.
I just don't really see Ryan Garcia really hurting Conor Benn. He's just blowing up lightweight, really. You know, he was talking about going back down to 140 before this fight come about. So I just don't really see him hurting him or stopping him. You know, my opinion is that I think Conor Benn would be too strong for him. I mean, the last fight we had against Prograis, he literally had 6 weeks notice on that fight to pull the weight off. You know, and get ready for a southpaw. I mean, we've had loads of time for this fight. I mean, we've known about it for quite a long time.
Backing that viewpoint, Josh Kelly believes the fight becomes extremely difficult for Ben if Garcia performs at his usual level. While naturally hoping for Ben to succeed, Kelly feels Garcia's size, timing, and offensive weapons give him the upper hand heading into the contest.
I mean, if Garcia goes in there and he's on form and performs the way he normally performs, I mean, Conor's got a lot of things to deal with. Obviously, you got to try and root for the British guy and that, but I mean, I can't see past Ryan Garcia clipping him and stopping him. Yeah. Same way, it's probably the same way as me and Jacko was going to go, to be honest.
Yeah. On the other side, Simon Jordan hopes Ben can capitalize on the opportunity in front of him. He believes a victory over Garcia would transform the narrative surrounding Ben's career and rank among the most memorable wins by a British fighter in the United States.
Right. I hope Conor wins. I mean, I like him as well. I want Conor to win. Yeah. I want the circle to be completed in terms of whatever happened in the past is now the past. Yeah. There are a litany of fighters that have fallen foul of these circumstances and gotten away with people forgetting about it. So Conor is in that position now. So he should be given all the cachet. If he goes and beats Ryan Garcia, it's up there with Kell Brook beating Sean Porter. It's up there with, you know, Lloyd Hannigan beating Donald Curry. It's up there with some of the best British wins in America.
Tony Bellew believes Garcia's natural athleticism gives him a significant advantage in this matchup and makes him a dangerous opponent for anyone. However, he says Garcia's success depends on delivering a complete performance rather than relying on talent alone. For Bellew, that inconsistency remains the biggest question heading into the fight.
I think he's the quickest fighter pound for pound in the world right now. Yeah. I don't even think anyone's remotely close to him. Pound for pound to speed. I haven't seen speed like him since Amir. Yeah, Amir's the quickest I've ever seen. Up close on. I've trained alongside him for GP. You can't. It's and 4 punches of it. Like it's blind and speed. Like you've never seen speed like it. With Garcia, it's the left hook that's the real power shot with him. Yeah. My only issue with this fight is you don't know which Ryan Garcia is going to turn up. Because if the Ryan Garcia that got him with Rolly Romero turns up, that's going to lose.
Looking at the physical side of the matchup, Eddie Hearn believes the weight could play a significant role in shaping the fight. He expects Ben's determination to keep him competitive, but questions whether Ben can be just as effective back at welterweight. By contrast, Hearn feels Garcia has grown naturally into the division, giving him an important advantage entering the contest.
I think Conor's always going to be competitive. You know, he trains really hard. He's got a lot of heart. I don't like him at 147 pounds now because that was one of the problems in going to 160 to fight Eubank. To come back to 140, it's a really tough thing to do. And I think when he fought Prograis, was it 151 or 150? Like, he just didn't look the same. He looked like he was lacking power, didn't look that strong. And Ryan Garcia is a guy who's kind of built his way up to 147. He's super fit. and good at the weight at 147, and he's a world-class fighter who punches very, very hard and is very sharp. So Conor's always going to be in the fight because he's got a lot of heart, but I don't see him winning that fight at 147. I think his better weight will be up towards 154. I don't think middleweight's his weight either, but I think he'll find it really tough to make that weight, and I don't think he'll feel physically where he needs to be.
Offering another perspective, Mike Coppinger cautions against judging Ben solely on his most recent outing. He believes the matchup is considerably more competitive than public perception suggests, arguing the gap between the two fighters has been overstated. That view leaves room for a far more intriguing contest than many are expecting.
Because, look, in boxing, you're fighting once, maybe twice a year, so there's not a big sample size, and you're really jumping on what you saw recently. I think Conor Benn is a lot better than what he showed against Regis Prograis. I agree with Timmy on the the style of Regis and how tricky he is, and I think this is a much closer fight than the odds makers say.
The odds makers have 300? Garcia minus 400, but I'll say this, so he's a 4-to-1 favorite, give or take, but I'll say this, I would understand, now it's Ben is a plus 300. It's like a 3.5-to-1 type fight.
Taking a more balanced view, Sean Porter views the matchup as one of the toughest fights to predict. He believes both Garcia and Ben possess the confidence and mentality to make this a highly competitive contest. Even so, Porter feels Garcia holds a slight edge based on the stylistic matchup entering fight night.
That being said, man, we got two head cases in the ring, man. They've been going at each other too. Both these guys, are very headstrong. Both these guys are very boisterous and very confident in themselves. Early pick, again, it's like 50-50. People hate me for this, but I just simply know boxing. I know that when I look at who both these guys are, when I look at what game plans they could have, I could easily say this guy wins, or I could easily say that guy wins, but just on paper, on the surface, it seems like this is a fight that Ryan Garcia should win.
Okay. Looking beyond the style, Barry McGuigan believes the weight could quietly influence the outcome. He feels Garcia is becoming increasingly comfortable at welterweight, while Ben may face a tougher adjustment returning to the division. Even so, McGuigan refuses to dismiss Ben, believing his determination keeps him a genuine threat.
It's more difficult for the smaller guys. It's more difficult for them to jump up weight divisions. I think Garcia has finally found the weight he's most suitable at. I think he's a danger man at 147, and I think it might, and maybe Conor has left it a little bit too late to make 147 again, and I think that could be his Achilles heel. That could be his difficulty, and I think I make Garcia a slight favourite, but I would never write off Conor Benn. He's got a chance with anybody. He's got that fighting heart.
Looking beyond the stylistic matchup, Spencer Oliver believes this fight represents a defining moment for Ben's career. While Garcia has already established himself against elite opposition, Oliver argues Ben must now prove he belongs at that level. That uncertainty is what makes the contest so compelling.
I think Garcia's a proven world champion, so he belongs at that level. He is an elite level fighter, For Conor Benn, we don't know because he's never boxed at that level. He's been very well matched. He's boxed fighters that have been weight drained. He's earned a hell of a lot of money, and ultimately, that is what it's all about.
But still question marks around him, though, because of what happened. He was suspended for a year following positive tests for performance-enhancing drug Osterine.
Absolutely, and he's paid the price for that. But now he gets the opportunity to, fulfill his dream of winning a world title, and we've got the proven in Ryan Garcia against the unproven in Conor Benn because he's never boxed at that level. Let's see if he can back up what he says, how he talks, and
Canelo Alvarez, however, still favors Garcia's overall ability. He continues to rate Garcia among boxing's most gifted talents. While showing respect for Ben, he suggests Garcia's ability gives him the edge whenever he's fully committed. For Canelo, that makes Garcia the fighter to watch heading into the matchup.
How is your relationship with Ryan now?
Good. Obviously, we don't talk that much, but it's good. I always saying that I like Ryan. He's very talented, and when he's focused, he can beat everybody.
Do you think he wins that fight?
I know Conor too, and I like Conor too. But I think Ryan is a special fighter.
Kell Brook, meanwhile, expects an entertaining clash, believing both fighters have the style and mentality to produce an action-packed contest. He views the matchup as an important test for Ben, while insisting neither man is likely to take a cautious approach once the fight begins.
I'm looking forward to this fight with Garcia and Conor. It's a very exciting fight, you know what I mean? It's very exciting. Ryan can whack. Oh, yeah. He can whack big time. This is going to be a real test, you know what I mean, for Conor, do you know what I mean? Is it down at welterweight, so, you know, Conor's boxed Eubank at middleweight, he's coming down. There's so many things, you know, like we talk about, like this is more his weight, innit? This is more his weight, Conor's weight. Ryan Garcia were a bit lighter before he was going up his full dart. It's an exciting fight. There's two serious characters what both can fight, and they want it, and they're not going to disappoint.
Expanding on his view, Barry McGuigan expects an outstanding contest and believes both fighters have legitimate paths to victory. He argues Garcia is now competing in a division better suited to his frame, a change that has allowed his strengths to become more effective. In McGuigan's eyes, Garcia has already shown he belongs among the elite at welterweight, making this an even more compelling matchup.
I think this is the potential to be an absolutely brilliant fight. Garcia was hanging around at super featherweight and lightweight for far too long, killing himself to make weight. You know, they say, and it's interesting, looking at BoxRec on the weigh-in, and they say he's only 5'8.5". He's not 5'8.5". He's 5'9" or 5'10". He's a big guy for the weight, and I think against Gervonta Davis, he was just too fried to be strong. He was a crisp, hard puncher. But he was too weak at the weight, so I think this is a great fight, and I think it's either of them can win this.
Tony Bellew believes Benn's resilience will make him a difficult opponent, regardless of the challenges he's faced outside the ring. Even so, he still gives Garcia the edge based on the strengths he brings into the matchup.
Mentally, I think Conor's so strong mentally. To get through what he went through for them years, he is mentally so strong. So Garcia's the favourite, and he's the overwhelming favourite because of the qualities that he has and the fundamentals that he has. Lightning speed, a vicious left hook. I haven't seen anyone do to Devin Haney what he done. Nobody. Like, to drop him multiple times and hit him.
Richardson Hitchens expects a fast-paced contest because of the styles both men bring into the ring. He believes the pre-fight exchanges are part of Garcia's strategy to influence the matchup before the opening bell, but feels Benn's best chance lies in remaining disciplined and sticking to his game plan.
I think it's gonna be a great fight. I think that power, speed from both guys explosive, and Conor, you know, he's just a guy that he's a fighter. He's very aggressive, very game, and Ryan is a kid that's been boxing forever, very super talented, but I think Ryan's gonna make him show he got that dog in him. Ryan talks to keep it. When a fighter starts saying, "Oh, you're gonna run into something," he's basically trying to put fear in Conor Benn, and Conor Benn just gotta ignore that and have Ryan, like, if somebody tell me I'm running into something, you gonna have to show me. Simple. You gonna have to make me. I'm not going. You telling me I ain't gonna make me. Oh shit. Let me think twice. That's what Ryan's trying to do at these press conferences. Conor got to go in there, keep his head straight, and do what he do.
Tony Sims remains just as confident. He believes this is the perfect opportunity for Benn to deliver the defining performance of his career. Pointing to boxing's long history of major upsets, Sims expects Benn to rise to the occasion and make the most of the biggest stage. He also believes the star power of both fighters has turned this into one of the sport's marquee events.
Yeah, obviously, like you say, it's a massive fight. Conor Benn, Ryan Garcia, and obviously Conor's going to be a big underdog in the fight. I see it as like when Hunnigan went over and fought Don Curry.
Yeah.
You know, Hunnigan was a big underdog in that fight, and you know, he won against all odds, and I believe in Conor Benn, and I believe that he's going to do the same thing. He's going to go over there and win the fight. But answer to your question, yeah, it's great to be involved in these big fights, and you know, there'll be a lot of people tuning into this fight all around the world, and it'll bring a big. It's a big fight because of both of the personalities.
Turning to Benn's mindset, Timothy Bradley expects him to approach the fight with complete urgency and unwavering commitment. He believes Benn's intensity and serious attitude have been evident throughout the build-up, suggesting Garcia will be facing an opponent fully prepared for the occasion.
Every fight has to be treated like it's gonna be your last fight, bro. One punch, one bad punch, it can end the whole world, right? So that's how I approach it. And I expect other fighters to approach
But everybody
it the same
don't
way.
approach it like
But you already know Ben is one of those dudes. He's a serious guy, man. Did you not see the press conference between him and Ryan Garcia? Like this dude, this is in it. Like the energy that he had.
With opinions split across the boxing world, all that's left now is for Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn to settle the debate inside the ring. Will Garcia prove Terence Crawford and the doubters wrong, or can Ben deliver the statement victory that changes everything? Share your prediction in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more boxing analysis.